Alright guys, this is my creation. So you'll see it here. It'll be a folder called collections. You can open it up. In it you'll see everyone has their own. There's a template right here. Don't mess with it. We want to keep an original copy just in case if we need to add a new person or reset someone's thing. But so I want to open mine here. And so it may take a little bit to load, but that's normal. So what you'll see here is we got our collections list here. And so you got a formula sheet. You won't have to do anything on there. You'll have templates. Everyone can customize their messages to say whatever they want it to be. And so these come into play here. Because if you put in your name, let's say that the customer's name is Bob. They owe us $57.25 or whatever. And this is going to be your range. You can put a specific number like 36 days or 48 or whatever. But if you just do 30, 60, 90, that'd probably be easier just on whatever section you're working on. So if you do 30, it's going to give you an automatic email and a text. And here in this box, you can put in your own custom email subjects. Like I got like your balance is overdue. So if they're 30 days, it'll give you this email and text. If they're 60 days, it'll give you your second template for an email and a text. And if they're 90 days, it'll give you another one. This includes the early termination fee. If you check the out of contract box, it'll give you one without it. What that also does is down here on the red notes, if you check out of contract, it'll give you a red note for collections, contract fulfilled. I didn't talk with anyone about this, but for collections purposes, I was thinking if we put this in there, like right when they're at like, I don't know, 45 days, 60 days. If you put that there, everyone after you won't have to check if they're in contract still or not. There'll just be a red note saying if they are or not. And so let's say I talked to the customer and I collected their payment. It'll give me a note automatically, so I can just copy and paste that in. Let's say that I wasn't able to talk with them. I left a voicemail. It'll give me a note for that. And let's say that I wasn't able to leave a voicemail because their mailbox was full. I could put that there too. And let's say that like for some reason you get like something strange. There is a custom note box. You can write whatever you want. You can not even use it. You could just write directly into pest routes your own notes still. This is really just like a helper tool if you want it. So let's say I talked to them and I collected the payment. It'll give me that there. Let's say that I set up a payment plan. It'll give me the note, but it'll give me a colon with a space. It means that I need to put in information. So let's say their payment plan is they're going to pay, will pay $50 today, and then let's say 45 on the 15th or whatever it is. And so it'll put it in there. It'll also make us a red note so we can copy and paste that in saying the customer's on a payment plan so that everybody knows. So there's that one. Let's say we updated their card information and we collected their payment. It'll make us a note there. Let's say they can't pay right now, but then there's this box that says they will be able to pay it when. Let's say they can pay it on the 16th. You just put in that date there. And it'll give you a note there and make you a red note saying the customer will be able to pay on that date. Let's say they hung up, it'll make a comment for that. If they want to call back later, it's going to give you a note here that says customer called, or customer asked to be called back later. I will set a task. Make sure you set a task for that if they ask for a call back later. But then there's also this box for a scheduled callback for when. Let's say that you did it for the 14th. And it'll say, I'll set a task. They want to call back on 5/14. It chops it off there, but it's still there. You can just copy and paste it. And then it'll make you a red note here as well. It'll put in your name and when you're going to call them back. And then other custom things is if they're going to mail something, you just be like, they're going to mail payment. It'll get here 14 business days after it's sent. But it should be like the 30th or something. And it'll make you the red note again with the regular note. let's say you offer a payment plan but they didn't want it. Let's say, for instance, like you left a voicemail and you offered a payment plan, you can do that too. But yeah, and then also the last one is like if they sent them collections, you can make that note. It'll put the current date. Just make sure that you actually do it. And so then after that, once you're done with your call, you can hit this button right here and it should reset it. It may give you a prompt saying you need permission. Just give it permission and it'll run just fine. And so what that does is it'll clear out anything you have here. It'll leave your days overdue, because if you're working in one section, it'd be nice to have that. It'll leave your name. It'll leave the custom email header that you put in there as well. And so all these are designed so you can like just copy and paste them into wherever you're working. And so it's designed to be skinny as well, so that I can have, let's say, pest routes open right here with my billing. I can open up the customer tabs and things like that. While I'm talking to them, I can be like, this is Bob, and they owe us $70, and they're 90 days overdue, they're out of contract, and then it's ringing. If they don't pick up the phone, I can just do left voicemail, copy and paste that in. If they answer, I do talk to the customer, and then as I talk to them, I can just check my notes about what they want. And so their payment plan, whatever it is. But yeah, so that's it. If anyone has any questions or things like that, let me know. If it's not a good idea, that's okay too. Not going to hurt my feelings. But yeah, so that's it.